Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the Bellevue Bruins Sports Network. Coming to you live from John Stella Field at Brown Park in Omaha, Nebraska. We bring you another weekend of North Star Athletic Association baseball action as the Bellevue University Bruins take on the Mayville State University Comets out of Mayville, North Dakota. A beautiful Friday afternoon unfolding before us here in the Omaha Bellevue area. Mick Krupski back behind the microphone for you. My buddy Chris Williamson unable to make it today because he's got dad duties. So hopefully his kids do well in the tournaments that they are involved in on the road out of town this weekend. We hope the same for the Bellevue Bruins as they take on the Mayville State Comets. The Comets will be the home team in this series as the games were originally scheduled for Mayville, North Dakota. The field up there is not quite playable yet, so the four-game series has been moved to the Bruins' home park, John Stella Field. On the season, the Bellevue Bruins are 26-11 overall in first place in the conference with an 11-1 record. The Mayville State Comets are 11-28 overall, 6-9 in North Star play. The two head coaches now meeting with the two-man umpiring crew and home plate going over the ground rules. Tim and Braxton Arndt, a father and son umpiring duel, will be calling the balls and strikes, the safe and outs. Dwayne Monlux, the head coach of the Bellevue Bruins, now in his 14th season. Across from him in his first year, Billy Tomlin taking over for longtime coach Scott Berry. Berry was at the helm for the Mayville program for over 40 years. If he's listening in, we wish him well. He's undergoing a very serious cancer battle, so our thoughts and prayers are with him and his family in that battle. All right, let's take a look at the starting lineups for today's game. First of all, for the visiting team on the scoreboard, the Bellevue University Bruins. Leading off for the Bruins and playing center field, number 21, Jake Lacey. Batting second, the catcher, number 15, Logan Grant. Batting third, the first baseman, number 16, Alec Ackerman. The cleanup hitter today for the Bruins is the designated hitter, number 24, Brendan Luther. Normally the shortstop, but he's suffering through an injury, so he'll be doing the DH duties, not playing on the defensive end. Batting fifth and playing left field, number 36, Steven Elsner. Batting sixth and playing right field, number 17, Anthony Lind. Batting seventh and playing second base, number 2, Tyler Monroe. Batting eighth, the third baseman, number 31, Nick Grade. And batting ninth, the shortstop, number 7, C.J. Townsend. On the mound for the Bruins, number 38, Dustin Shorey. Shorey, a 4-1 record on the season, a 3.65 earned run average. He's been named the North Star Athletic Association Pitcher of the Week once again, third time this year that Dustin has been honored with that honor. Here now the starting lineup for the home team, the Mayville State Comets. Leading off and playing third base, number 3, Marcus Hughes. Batting second and playing center field, number 7, Carson Lundmark. Batting third, the right fielder, number 9, Chris Shotbell. The cleanup hitter for the Comets is the designated hitter, number 15, Riley Rankin. Batting fifth and playing shortstop, number 4, Anthony Villanueva. Batting sixth, the first baseman, number 19, Zach Evanochko. Batting seventh, the left fielder, number 23, Sam Hilgerson. Batting eighth, the catcher, number 6, Caleb Jamison. And batting ninth, the second baseman, number 5, Ricky Marquez. On the mound for the Comets today in game number 1 of the doubleheader, Austin McClure, a 2-2 record, a 6.10 earned run average on the season. As you can see, the two head coaches and the two-man umpiring crew still going over their discussions here at John Stella Field at Brown Park in South Omaha, Nebraska. This field is a historical field. It's been around for over 100 years. It's gone through several renovations during the course of the year. Currently, it is a field turf, synthetic field in its entirety. It's been that way for the last 3 years. It's been Bellevue's home field for the past 6 years. On this current campaign, Bellevue is a perfect 11-0 in games they've played at John Stella Field at Brown Park. Dimensions, for the ballpark. 325 down the left and right field lines, about 380 feet to straightaway center field with a nice dark green hitting background beyond that. That is beyond the fence, so if a ball hits that, it is a home run. This is also the home field for the Omaha South High School Packers. And it has been that way for many years for the Packer baseball program. Who is John Stella, you ask? That they would name a baseball field after him? John, a long time South Omaha baseball guy, played his high school ball at Omaha South. After a term in the military, he came back to the Omaha area, played college ball at then Omaha University, was drafted by the San Francisco Giants, played in their minor league system for several years, and then returned to be a coach and supporter for the Omaha South High program for many years. John passed away this past December, but his legacy lives on here at the field and in the memory of all the people whose lives he touched. A quick look at the current North Star Athletic Association standings as we are about halfway through the regular season. The Bruins on top along with Dakota State, both those clubs with 11-1 records in conference. Everybody else in conference with a below 500 record. Viterbo is in third place at 7-9. Valley City in fourth, 5-7. Mayville currently in fifth at 6-9. Waldorf in sixth place at 4-8. And then Dickinson State in seventh place in the 17 conference with a 3-12 record. Everyone is scheduled to play every other school in conference, a 4-game series. Bellevue has concluded 3 series after this weekend series against Mayville State. 2 final series, both of them here at home at John Stella Field at Brown Park. April 19th and 20th, the Bruins will take on Dakota State in that battle, which looks right now to be the battle for the top spot in the regular season. And in the final weekend, April 26th and 27th, the Bruins will host Viterbo to round out the season. And if you're looking ahead of the month of May, the North Star Athletic Association tournament will begin May 3rd, hosted by Dickinson State. The opening round of the NAIA National Tournament will take place the week after that. And then the Avista NAIA World Series will take place beginning May 24th in Lewiston, Idaho. So a lot of baseball yet to be played for both of these teams. The Bruins qualifying for the Avista NAIA World Series the last 2 years in a row, hoping to make it a trifecta by earning another trip come next month. The Mayville State lineup being introduced by public address announcer / live stats guy / sports information guy Bill Mullins. Adam Watts also on hand. He'll be running the scoreboard and doing the music for today's ball games. Mayville State will be wearing white uniforms with royal blue pinstripes. The Bruins with gray pants and purple tops with gold and white trim. All right, time now for our national anthem.
Participants to please rise, remove your caps as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem.
All right, our national anthem has concluded. That means we're ready for baseball action. The Mayville State Comets and the Bellevue University Bruins. North Star Athletic Association competition Between these two schools, this has been a series that has been contested for a long time. Their conference affiliations has only been for the last 6 years or so, but in the overall series all time, the Bruins have a 29-16 advantage over the Comets. Let's set the Comet defense for you as we get ready for the top of the first inning across the infield. Zach Ivanochko is at first base. Ricky Marquez is at second. Anthony Villanueva is the shortstop, and the third baseman is Marcus Hughes. Across the outfield, Sam Hilgerson is the left fielder. Carson Lundmark is in center, and Chris Shotbell is in right. The battery for the Comets behind the plate is Caleb Jamison, and on the mound, right-hander Austin McClure. McClure 2-2 on the season, a 6.10 earned run average. For McClure, this is his 13th appearance on the season. His 8th start. He's thrown 41 in the third innings, has allowed 63 hits, 32 runs, 28 of them earned on that 6.10 earned run average. McClure averages just over 7 strikeouts per 9-inning contest as he gets ready to face the Bellevue batting order. Bellevue hitting .332 on the season as a team. Bellevue is averaging 8.8 runs per game. Put up 13 in their last contest, in midweek battle against Midland University out of Fremont, Nebraska. The Bruins winning that one 13-10. All right, let's get ready for today's action. Leading it off is center fielder Jake Lacey. First pitch to Lacey is a breaking ball down a little bit low. Lacey, a great year, .450 is his batting average on the season. Has done a great job in that leadoff spot. There's a called strike on the fastball. Kanta Kobayashi was an All-American player for the Bruins the previous 2 years in that leadoff spot. Lacey has picked up, doing a nice job. Jake has played in all 38 of the Bruins game. Hit to the right side, a little squibber knocked down by the second baseman. The throw to first is not in time. Off the fence in front of the Bruins dugout. That'll be an infield single for Jake Lacey. A nice effort on the play by Ricky Marquez to get a glove on it, but he couldn't get himself righted to make an accurate throw. So the Bruins have their leadoff guy on. Lacey on base percentage of .464 on the year. That'll go up a little bit with his infield single. Bruin catcher Logan Grant hitting in the 2 spot today. Grant, a .340 hitter. He's the team leader in home runs with 10 and runs batted in with 40. Quick throw over to first base. Lacey back in time. Chopped away. Let me correct myself there. Lacey hitting .380 on the season. .450 is his average in conference play. So Grant, .329 on the season, .340 in North Star play. Another throw, that one a little closer. Lacey able to get back. Tim Arndt is the home plate umpire. His son Braxton is on the bases today. They'll switch for game number 2. Game number 1, a 7-inning scheduled contest. Game number 2, a 9-inning contest. Lacey on the move on the hit and run. That one's skewed off the end of the bat. Count goes to 0-2 on Logan Grant. Grant has also played in all 38 of the Bruins games this year. The only 2 players who've been in all of them. A couple more guys have missed 1 or 2 along the way, but the Iron Men of the Bruins roster. Fouled out of play opposite way, protecting the outer half of the plate. With those 10 home runs and 8 doubles, Logan Grant's slugging percentage, .594. Again, the throw over to first base. Austin McClure keeping a lot of attention on Jake Lacey there. The set near the shoulder, and the pitch, a breaking ball. Grant holds up his swing, blocked up by the catcher, Caleb Jamison. No advance by Lacey from first base. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count. 60 degrees at first pitch. A light breeze, 8 miles an hour from the northwest. Little chopper up the first base line as Grant reached out. Only play will be at first base, so Logan Grant is retired. First baseman unassisted by Zach Evanochko. Jake Lacey now in scoring position for Bellevue first baseman Alec Ackerman. Ackerman hitting .434 for the season. That's tops for the Bruins. Also hitting .513 in conference play. Has had some monster games during the course of this season. Bruins trying to get on the board first here in the top of the first inning. Breaking ball in the zone. Strike 1 called. Ackerman leads the team in hits with 53, doubles with 10, and triples with 3. That .434 batting average on the season is best on the Bruins. Can't hold up his swing. Now down 0-2. Alec will have to protect the plate now, 0-2. Jamison sets up outside. That one's hit well to center field. Center fielder going back just shy of the warning track will make the catch for the second out of the inning. And on the play, Jake Lacey will tag and advance to third. Ackerman hit it well, but to the deepest part of the park, straight center field.
Now batting the designated hitter,
Carson Lundmark making the play.
Luther.
Here's designated hitter Brendan Luther. Luther, normally the Bruins shortstop, had a hamstring injury last week. It's improving, but they're going to try to give him a little more of an opportunity to let it heal more fully. Takes a first pitch outside, ball 1. Luther, another one of those guys, a hot hitter. 400 on the season. And an incredible .585 in North Star play. Off the outside edge, 2-0. McClure will pitch Luther very carefully, knowing those same stats that I just read to you. Again, trying to shoot for that outside corner. Luther won't chase. 3-0 count here. Steven Elsner awaiting on deck. Taking all the way, now 3-1. A called strike 1 on the outer half of the plate. Elsner, no slouch. He's hitting .355 on the season and .410 in conference play. Breaking ball comes in from the back door. That'll run the count full. Not the pitch that Brendan was looking for, so he took it. Now he'll be a little bit more protective of the dish with a full count. Lined but foul, out of play up the left field side. Count holds at 3-2. Thanks for joining us today on the Bellevue Bruins Sports Network. A great day for baseball. Temperature at 60 degrees, just a light wind, sunny sky. Expected to be even warmer tomorrow. Chopped on the ground to second base. 2-hopper for Marquez. He'll glove it. And the side is retired. No runs on 1 hit. There were no errors and 1 man left on base. The Bruins get the leadoff guy on, but can't get him around. After a half, Bellevue nothing, and the Mayville State Comets coming to bat.
Bellevue 0, Mayville State coming to bat.
All right, let's take a look at the Bellevue Bruins defensively. Across the infield, Alec Ackerman is at first base. Tyler Monroe at second. C.J. Townsend is the shortstop, and Nick Grade is at third. Across the outfield, Steven Elsner, the left fielder. Jake Lacey, the center fielder. Anthony Lind in right. The Bruins battery, Logan Grant behind the plate. And on the mound is right-hander Dustin Shorey. Shorey with 5 wins against only 1 loss, 2 complete games. This is his 11th appearance on the season, all of them in a starting role. 56 and 2/3 innings. He's allowed 44 hits, 28 runs, 23 of them earned. That's a 3.65 earned run average. Dustin has struck out 46 and walked 22. Though he too averaging just under a strikeout per inning. Same as Comets starting pitcher Austin McClure. We've got some fans who have driven all the way down from Manitoba, Canada, joining us today. Had a chance to visit with them briefly before the game. They're fans of Mayville State. Sean and Michelle Corey are here from Manitoba, and they wanted to say hello to Donna and Jean and Shelley, who they hope are listening in as well. So the Corey family and crew, hi to everybody there in Manitoba. Leading it off for the Comets, third baseman Marcus Hughes. Shorey way wide on his first delivery with the fastball. Hughes hitting .263 on the season. Leadoff guy has had the most plate appearances of anybody on the Comets squad. Swings and misses through that Shorey fastball. 1-1 the count. And that one off the front leg of Marcus Hughes. He'll reach on the hit by pitch. So both teams get their leadoff guy on in the first inning. Next up, center fielder Carson Lundmark.
Now batting the center fielder, number 7, Carson.
Both these teams' rosters liberally sprinkled with guys from Canada, our neighbor to the north. Bellevue has, I think I counted 6 Canadians on the roster, about that same number, maybe even a couple more for Mayville State. Fastball misses inside. Both pitchers working exclusively from the stretch. Shorey from the first base side of the rubber comes set about shoulder height. Fastball clips the outside black. Lundmark hitting at an even 300 on the year. A 500 slugging percentage. Throw over to first base, not in time. Lundmark, the RBI leader for the Comets, hitting out of the 2-hole today. Opposite field is foul. That one skips past head coach Billy Tomlin. Once again, hello to longtime Mayville coach Scott Barry, if he's listening in this afternoon. 40-plus years at the helm of the Mayville program. We wish you good luck with your medical prognosis. Last week for the Bruins was Peyton Higgins' day. Peyton lost his battle with cancer. Bellevue baseball player on the hit and run, perfectly executed by Lundmark and Hughes. Hughes will turn the corner at second base and wind up at third as Carson Lundmark delivers a solid single to right field. So the Comets have a threat going in the bottom of the first inning. Next up for Mayville, the right fielder, Chris Shotbell. Shotbell, the team leader in average, .357. Team leader in on-base percentage, team leader in slugging percentage, team leader in hits. Very successful season thus far for Chris Shotbell. Shorey, nice breaking ball. Swing and a miss. Bruins infield at regular depth. Middle infielders will try to turn a double play there, give up a run for a pair of outs. Here's an opportunity. Townsend to Monroe, over to Ackerman, and just as it came out of my mouth, it unfolds. Shot bell grinds into the 6-4-3 double play. Marcus Hughes scores the first run of the game. No run batted in for Shot bell on that double play, but the Comets do take the 1-0 lead. Here's the DH, Riley Rankin. Grant, the catcher, gives the signal. Fastball on the outside edge, swung on and missed by Rankin. 289 is Rankin's batting average on the year. Way wide there, 1-1 to count. In addition to his DH duties, Rankin also can catch and play some outfield. Left-handed batter with a count even, facing Dustin Shorey. Another breaking ball in the zone. Dustin showing good movement on his breaking balls in the early going today. Most of the contact has been on fastballs. Here's the 1-2. Chopped over against the netting in front of the Bellevue dugout on the first base side. Missing away. Deuce is wild. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out. Base is empty after that double play. A little bit upstairs on that. Count will go full. Didn't miss by much. Here's the payoff pitch. Lined into right field for the base hit for Riley Rankin. Just reached out and hooked that one off the end of the bat into right field. Second hit of the inning for the Comets. That keeps it alive for the shortstop, Anthony Villanueva.
Now batting the shortstop, number 4.
Villanueva, 241 average on the year. Shorey comes set. Chopper up the middle. C.J. Townsend, the short flip over to Tyler Monroe. And on the fielder's choice, the side is retired. The Comets do pick up 1 run on 2 hits. There were no errors and 1 man left on base. After 1 inning of play, the Mayville State Comets won. The Bellevue University Bruins, nothing. Bruins trying to remain perfect at John Stella Field at Brown Park on this 2024 season. Bellevue currently 11-0 at home. The Bruins 26-11 overall, 11-1 in conference play. So 11 seems to be the magic number for the Bruins in that series. Mayville State 11-28 overall and 6-9 for 5th place in the North Star Athletic Association. Couple of other quick team stats for you. The Bruins hitting .332, averaging 8.8 runs per game. Mayville State hitting .243, averaging 4.4 runs per game. Bellevue pitchers averaging 4.41 earned run average, 8.05 the ERA for Mayville State. Bellevue fielding percentage 972, 945 for Mayville. So Bellevue with the better stats overall on the season. Let's see how that plays out here today and tomorrow in this 4-game set. Leading off the top of the 2nd inning for the Bruins, left fielder Steven Elsner. Austin McClure starts off with a breaking ball, fouled over to the third base side by Elsner. .355 on the season. Elsner also with 10 home runs. That one's chop foul at the third base side. Oh, I should have said Elsner and Grant with the team leading 10 home runs for the Bruins. First year as a Bellevue Bruin after starting his college career at the College of Marin out in California. Here's the 0-2 delivery. Foul out of play, right side. If you're in the Omaha, Bellevue area listening in, say, hey, what a great day. I want to get outside and see some baseball. Come on down to John Stella Field at Brown Park. We're located at about 17th and U Street in Omaha. Swung and a miss. They caught by the catcher for the first strikeout of the game and the first out of the inning. So McClure with 1 K under his belt. The next Bellevue batter he will face is right fielder Anthony Lind. Lind hitting .311. Fastball outside half, called strike one. Anthony's bat has come alive over the last couple of weeks. .342 in conference play. Breaking ball, low and away. Pops out of the glove of catcher Caleb Jamison. Lind readies for the 1-1 pitch. Another breaking ball fouled back to the net. Flags on the poles out beyond the center field fence, just kind of hanging very limply now. Just a light breeze on occasion. That one's hit well down the right field side. It's kind of tailing, however, into foul territory, and it'll drop there. Right fielder Chris Schotbell gave it a chase, but the ball kept going away from him. And it'll just be a 1-2 count on Lind. Lind, the team leader in stolen bases. He has 12 bags on the season. 12 out of 15 attempts. Successful for him. Missing low and away. Good spot for the count. Good plate discipline by Lind not to chase. Again, lays off the pitch. That'll run the count full. 3-2 on Anthony Lind. Nobody on, 1 out. We're in the top of the second inning. Again, the Bruins are the visiting team on this weekend series, as this was supposed to be played in Mayville, North Dakota. McClure wants a different pitch. Another breaking ball. Lind just gets a little piece of that. Royal blue glove on the hand of pitcher Austin McClure, matching the team colors for Mayville State, royal blue and white. As we'll do the 3-2 over again. That misses low and away, so Anthony Lind will draw the walk. Next up for the Bruins, second baseman Tyler Monroe. Monroe getting a lot of action at second base over the last couple of weeks. C.J. Townsend getting action at shortstop. Runner goes, pitch taken, throw to second base, not in time. Another stolen base for Anthony Lind. Got a pretty good jump for his 13th stolen base of the season. He's in scoring position. Bruins trying to tie it up in the top of the second inning. 1 on, 1 out. 0-1 the count on Tyler Monroe. Monroe hitting .327. Down low now, 1-1. Another first-year Bruin. Hit in the air down the right field side. Evanochko giving chase near the fence, and he can't make the play. Bruins don't have a number 1 on their roster, so number 2 on the jersey of Tyler Monroe, the lowest number in the Bruin roster. How's that for trivia? Here's the 1-2 pitch, missing away, 2-2. Each time that Austin McClure has gotten ahead of a Bruin batter with 2 strikes, he's trying to get Bruin batters to chase off the outside edge of the plate. So far, the Bruins with a pretty good plate discipline, not going after those pitches. That one smacked hard to center field, but right at the center fielder, Carson Lundmark will make the catch and get it in quickly to hold Anthony Lynn at second base. Second consecutive inning that the Bruins have hit the ball hard at center fielder Carson Lundmark.
Number 31, Nick Grade.
It'll be up to third baseman Nick Grade to keep the inning alive. Grade 281 on the season, 308 in North Star competition. McClure comes set, breaking ball. That one's hit well to right center field. Both outfielders going to the area, trying to make the catch, and a great catch up against the right field fence by Chris Schottbull to rob extra bases and to keep the Bruins' first run off the plate. Excellent athletic effort by Schottbull. The wind blowing that direction was blowing it towards him and away from the center fielder, and he reached up at the fence to make the catch to retire the side. No runs, no hits, no errors. 1 man left on base for the Bruins in the second. As we head to the bottom of the second, it's the Comets 1 and the Bruins nothing. There's an 8-foot-high outfield fence at John Stella Field at Brown Park. There's netting around it for visibility, a yellow stripe over the top. And on that play, Chris Schottbull went up, made the catch right below the yellow striping. It wouldn't have been a home run, but it would have definitely been extra bases for Grade. But the defensive play keeps the Bruins at 0. Hey, as we always do on the Bellevue Bruins Sports Network, we invite you to be part of our broadcast. You can send along a text message. My number is 402-515-7654. I mentioned already that Sean and Michelle Corey text in frequently. We got a chance to talk to them in person. Looks like we got a whole bunch of them in the queue here. I better get to work. Oops, there we go. Thank you for the logos. We got those removed, courtesy of Bill. Go Riley from your favorite friends. Go Comets. So our first text of the day comes from the Comets and Hubba Hubba Bruins. And we got the logos off the screen. Thanks. I should have looked at my phone sooner, but Bill's got that cleared up right now. Sorry about that. Here we go with the bottom of the second inning. First baseman Zach Evanochko. First pitch swinging to his first base counterpart, Alec Ackerman on the 2-hopper. He'll step on the bag. And there's 1 up, 1 pitch, 1 down. Next to bat for the Comets, left fielder Sam Hilgerson.
Now batting the left fielder, number 23, Sam Hilgerson.
Hilgerson hitting .223 on the year. First pitch fastball from Dustin Shorey in the zone. Strike 1 called. Breaking ball in the zone once again, so Shorey jumps ahead 0-2. Comets hitting .243 on the year. They do have some pop in their bats, 26 home runs for the Comets. Swing and a miss on a big breaking ball. Grant spears it, tags the batter, and that's the first strikeout of the game for Dustin Shorey. Quickly 2 away in the bottom of the second inning. Next up is the catcher, Caleb Jamison. Shorey gave up a couple of hits in inning number 1. Has looked very strong in this inning, however. Again, gets ahead with the fastball. Strike 1 called on Jamison. Jamison below the Mendoza line for his batting average. Popped up, but that'll get out of play. The way John Stella Field is situated at this point of the day, the left side is the Sun Field. So left fielder Steven Elsner, third baseman Nick Grade, shortstop C.J. Townsend, they'll have to contend with those fly balls coming their direction. Swung on and foul tipped. 0-2 the count. As the day goes on, the Sun Field will shift. Middle part of the game, it'll be center field. By the time we're done with the doubleheader, it'll be right field. That will be the Sun Field. Shorey trying to complete the 1-2-3 inning, and does. Good pop on the fastball. 2 strikeouts in the inning, and it's a 3-up, 3-down, bottom of the second. After 2 complete, the Comets 1 and the Bruins nothing. All right, let's get to some more. There we go. Yes, we got the logos off the screen. I'm sorry I didn't check that earlier, so we've got several people have texted that in. Thank you for doing that. Once a Bruin, always a Bruin. Go Bellevue from Sean McManus. Sean, a former Bellevue pitcher back in the day. 6, 7, 8 years ago, something like that. Maybe longer. Time flies when you're having fun. 9, according to Bill. Sean working for the Bellevue program now. Thanks for using company time to watch the ball game. Baby from the Townsends in rainy Oregon. Let's go, boys. Stay hot, fellas. Thanks again for joining us. Senior weekend is next weekend, so I think we'll see the Townsends and a lot of other moms and dads as well. Thanks for the shout-out to the Coreys listening in Canada. You are hands down the best commentator in the league. Well, thank you. My head's starting to swell now. I'm going to need a bigger hat. Always enjoy your banner. They say, go Comets. That comes from Shelley. I'll let them know that you're listening in. Sorry, I don't read dating comments because I got burned on that a couple of years back. So, nice try, but... And we've got hello from the Montana McMahons. Go Bruins. That's Parker's family listening in. Parker, one of the Bellevue relief pitchers. We may see him in this series at some point. All right, let's get back to the ball game. Top of the third inning. Leading it off is Bellevue shortstop C.J. Townsend, his first at-bat of the afternoon. C.J. had a 20-plus game hitting streak come to an end a couple weeks ago. .325 is C.J.'s average on the season. Very strong defensive middle infielder, seeing action at second base and shortstop today. Called strike, 1-1 the count. Townsend trying to get the Bruins started off on a positive note. Breaking ball misses low and in, now 2-1. Third baseman Marcus Hughes playing pretty much in step with the baseline between second and third. Townsend hits it well to center field. Again, it's the center fielder Carson Lundmark. A couple of steps to his left to make the play, so he's had at least one catch in each of the first 3 innings of this afternoon's game number 1.
Now batting the center fielder, number 21, Jake.
Back to the top of the order for the Bruins. Center fielder Jake Lacey got the game started off with an infield single for the Bruins, but none of his teammates were able to follow suit. Just one inning through the first, one hit through the first 9 batters of the game. Breaking ball from Austin McClure misses wide. That one's hit well. That one lined into center. Lundmark throws a dive, can't come up with it. Rounding first base on his way to second, Jake Lacey will pick up both of the hits for the Bruins. And Bellevue once again has a runner in scoring position on the double by Jake Lacey. Lundmark gave an all-out dive for that one, landing hard. Now he's getting his sunglasses and cap and glove back together before he heads to his position. Good hustle on the play by right fielder Chris Shotbell to back it up and get the ball back into the infield. So again, the Bruins with a scoring opportunity. Here's the catcher, Logan Grant. Grant holds up his swing as McClure, little ignominious landing, a big smile on his face as he's probably getting some grief from his coaches or teammates for landing on his keister after that throw. Been there, done that. McClure sets and delivers. That one misses wide. 2-0 advantage for Logan Grant. Second year as a Bellevue Bruin for Logan. Earned all conference honors last year. Conference newcomer there. A little dribbler out in front of the plate. McClure comes off the mound and throws down the first base line. It hits Grant on the back of the arm. He was running where he should have been, so there's no runner's interference, but that, it looks like Logan on that left elbow is where he got it. We're going to rule that a infield single.
Courtesy running for the Bruins, number 12, Bryce Zimmer.
Bryce Zimmer will come on as the courtesy runner for Grant.
Number 16, Alec Ackerman.
On the play, Lacey advancing to third. So runners at the corners for the Bruins. Alec Ackerman at the plate. One of the top RBI guys. Zimmer goes to throw down to second base, not in time. Ackerman taking all the way, so the Bruins now with two runners in scoring position. Zimmer picks up his 11th stolen base of the year, 11 out of 12 attempts. So the official ruling on Grant's an infield single. So he was hustling down the line on a bang-bang play at first. Ackerman, a big swing, comes up empty. Alec may have gotten just a little bit ahead of himself on that one, wanting to try to drive in the 2 runs. 0-2 the count. Alec's job here is to try to punch something through to the outfield. Infield pretty much playing back at regular depth. Swing and a miss. So Alec with an unusual at-bat, he becomes the second strikeout victim of the day for pitcher Austin McClure. And it'll be up to Brendan Luther to try to deliver some RBIs for the Bruins. Brendan grounded out his first time up today. Good job by Austin McClure to get the strikeout. On the outside, Black called strike 1. Again, a chopper on the infield. Evanochko, the first baseman, will handle it unassisted to retire the side. So the Bruins get 2 runners in scoring position, but come up empty. No runs on 2 hits. There were no errors and 2 left on base. So the Bruins have left at least 1 base runner in each of the first 3 innings as they trail 1-0 to the Mayville State Comets. One more text message in the queue here. Greetings from Arizona. It's a balmy 88 degrees right now. Go Dustin. From Jim and Amber. Thanks for joining us. We've got some pretty decent weather here. Today it's supposed to get up to the the low to mid 60s. Tomorrow it's supposed to break 80, so that's some nice baseball weather after the cool, windy conditions we've had for several weeks here recently. If you'd like to join us on the broadcast, my text message number is 402-515-7654. Mick Krupski here behind the microphone. We've got 2 games today, 2 games tomorrow coming your way on the Bellevue Bruin Sports Network. Dustin, a preseason NAIA All-American. He and Blake Crippen, each with 5 wins on the season. That's tops for the Bruins staff. Brady Toth has 4 wins, as does Gavin Wuschke. We will most likely see all of those guys, plus maybe some more, on this 4-game weekend set. The 9-1-2 part of the Mayville order. In the bottom of the 3rd inning, second baseman Ricky Marquez will lead things off.
Ricky Marquez.
Marquez, .210 on the season is his batting average. Dustin Shorey getting ready to get back to work on the mound for the Bruins. First pitch fastball's up and away. Talking about open and closed batting stances, we can also say the same thing for Dustin Shorey. Has a slightly closed pitching stance. You see it there with that left leg to the third base side. Nice movement on that breaking ball. 1-1 the count. Chop foul, 1-2. Dustin Shorey, Blake Crippen, Gavin Wuschke, and Brady Toth have been the main starters for the Bruins on the season. Again, a sweeping breaking ball, and that's 3 consecutive strikeouts for Dustin Shorey. 2 to end the 2nd inning, and now leading off the 3rd.
Now batting the third baseman, number 3.
Oh, Dustin
Hughes.
apparently has found his groove after allowing a couple of hits and 1 run in the 1st inning. Back to the top of the order for Mayville State. Here's third baseman Marcus Hughes. He was hit by a pitch. Tries to check his swing, but can't. Strike 1 called. Shorey gets the fastball to home plate in the low 90s. There's an example of it right there as Hughes was late on the swing. A couple of different breaking balls, changeup. And make it 4 strikeouts in a row as Marcus Hughes was caught looking for the 2nd out of the inning. Oh, Shorey is definitely in a groove now. Dustin, the 6'5" senior from Chandler, Arizona. Again, hi to his family listening in down there. Carson Lundmark, next up from Mayville. He singled his first time up. Hit on the ground sharply, backhanded there by Tyler Monroe at second base. A little sidearm flip over to first base, and it's another 1-2-3 inning in the bottom of the 3rd. 3 innings in the books. Our score, Mayville State 1, Bellevue University 0, as we head to the top of the 4th of this scheduled 7-inning contest.
Bellevue 0.
Hey, we want to say congratulations to Bellevue University softball player Katie Cunningham. She was once again named the North Star Athletic Association Pitcher of the Week 4 times this year. She has earned that honor. And last weekend, she had a very unique, distinct honor. She was both the pitcher and player of the year. So congratulations to Katie Cunningham for those honors, and good luck to her softball teammates throughout the rest of the North Star Athletic Association season. Who are they playing this weekend, Bill? At Waldorf. Bruins trailing 1-0. Middle part of the order coming to bat in the top of the fourth. Here's left fielder Steven Elsner. Elsner, a strikeout victim, his first time up today. Here, we'll make Steven humble. He leads the team in strikeouts on the season. But a very potent offensive threat when he does make contact. Fouls that one off the body of catcher Caleb Jamison. Looks like he's going to be okay, however. Three hits for the Bruins so far. 2 hits thus far for the Comets, but the Comets lead at 1-0. Swing and a miss. Breaking ball from Austin McClure. McClure, a 2-2 record, a 6.10 earned run average, but thus far he has kept the Bruins bats at bay. Bellevue has had a base runner or 2 on in each of the first 3 innings, but still looking to have the first one cross the plate. That one misses in tight. Elsner with 10 doubles and 10 home runs on the year. How's that for good symmetry in the extra base hit category? Chopped on the ground. Backhanded play at short. Long throw across the diamond is in time. Nicely executed by Anthony Villanueva at shortstop for the first out of the inning. Did a nice job of getting that right foot planted so that his body was in line to make the throw on the quick transfer from glove to hand. Here's the Bruin right fielder, Anthony Lind. Lind walked and stole a base his first time up. Breaking ball on the inside, black, strike one, according to home plate umpire Tim Arndt. Anthony, an Omaha native. He played games down here when he was an Omaha Central High School Eagle. Now a Bellevue University Bruin, his 3rd year in the program. 2nd year that he's seen a lot of playing time. Lays off that breaking ball outside. That one's hit well into right center field. Lundmark, the center fielder, over there to cut it off right near the scoreboard to prevent extra bases. But Anthony Lind, a solid single to the right side. He's on base for the 2nd time today. Next up, second baseman Tyler Monroe. Monroe played a couple of years of JUCO ball. Also played at the University of Central Arkansas. Quick throw to first base. Back just in time is Lind. University of Central Arkansas is where he was last year. Now a Bellevue Bruin. Played his high school ball at Norris High School just outside of Lincoln. The Norris Titans, a very solid Class B program in many sports. Breaking ball in the zone. 0-1 the count. Good speed on the bases. Good speed at home plate. Another throw. That was close to a balk. That front leg kind of had that bend towards home. Runner goes on the hit and run. Foul out of play, left side. Some of the trees are now just kind of starting to bud out a little bit with some leaves. Still not the summertime effect when this ballpark is surrounded by cottonwoods and maples and other varieties of Midwestern trees. Fully leafed. It's a nice dark green setting in the summertime. Again, the throw to first base. Again, pretty close, but Lind able to get that hand back in time. Anthony picked up his 13th stolen base of the season. His first time up today. Going on that one. That's a nice executed play to the left side. The throw to first is just in time. Again, a nice play by the shortstop, Anthony Villanueva, to rob Tyler Monroe on the hit and run play. Lind able to get to second base.
Now landing the third baseman.
So once again, the Bruins have a runner in scoring position in each of the first 4 innings. Let's see if Nick Grade can deliver the first run for the Bruins. Grade flew out to right field his first time up. He was robbed by right fielder Chris Schottbull of extra bases going that way, but that one will get out of play. Grade hit it just to the right of the scoreboard. In fact, Schottbull, when he made that catch, he ripped off some of the netting off the fence frame. Inside and low, 1-1. A beautiful day for baseball. Temperature in the low 60s, just a gentle wind, clear blue skies overhead. Swing and a miss. Nice sharp slider from McClure. McClure sets at the shoulders, looks the runner back once, and delivers. Swung on and missed. So the Bruins again in each of the first 4 innings leave a runner in scoring position. No runs on 1 hit. No errors and 1 man left on base. As we head to the bottom of the 4th. Score remains 1-0. Comets on top. The Bruins averaging almost 9 runs per game on the season, but thus far today, they've been held in check by Austin McClure and the Comet defense. Bruins are rated number 16 this week in the current NAIA Coaches Top 25 poll. They started the year in the preseason polls, the number 7 spot, dropped to 15, went up to 13, and now in the 16 spot on the current poll. The Bruins going 2-3 against Peru State College last weekend in a home and away series. They also defeated Midland University on Tuesday night in Fremont, Nebraska, 13-10. Steve Elsner with a 3-run home run, the deciding blow to win that one. Dustin Shorey back to the mound for his 4th inning of work. Has allowed 2 hits, has struck out 4, and has hit 1 batter. It'll be the 3-4-5 spot in the order for the Comets in the bottom of the 4th inning. Schottbull, Rankin, and Villanueva, the first 3 scheduled hitters. Here is right fielder Chris Schottbull. Grounded into a double play his first time up today. First pitch swinging, flare down the right field side. That will tail out of play over near the Bellevue bullpen. No action currently in the Bellevue bullpen as Shorey has been very strong, especially the last 3 innings. He's retired 7 batters in a row. Gets the signal from catcher Logan Grant. Lays off that pitch up out of the zone. Breaking ball. Misses inside, now 2-1. Kind of a small crowd on hand. We expect a bigger crowd tomorrow. Temperatures expected to be in the low 80s. There's a strike at the top of the zone. Now 2-2 the count on Shot Bowl. Shot Bell leading the team in batting average, 357. Hit in the air to center field. Jake Lacey got turned around momentarily, but recovers in time to make the catch for the first out of the inning. Lacey getting that glove up there to help shield against the sunshine. Here's Riley Rankin, the designated hitter.
Riley Rankin.
Rankin had a single to right field, his first time up today. First pitch swinging, shallow center field. Second baseman goes out, center fielder comes in. It's the second baseman, Tyler Monroe, who tried to make the play, but it goes off his glove. And Rankin will reach on the play. Score that, a base hit. Yeah, as it was a tough play. Kind of hit where nobody was. Three guys giving chase. So 1 out, 1 on. Here's the batter, Anthony Villanueva, the shortstop.
Anthony Villanueva.
Villanueva hit into a fielder's choice his first time up today. Breaking ball for a called strike one from Dustin. Bruin infielders looking for a sharp ground ball to turn another double play. They have one under their belt already. That was back in the first inning. Very short lead at first by Rankin. Pop down the right field line. Anthony Lynn giving chase. Looks like he'll be there right near the foul line in fair territory. And he'll make the catch for the second out of the inning.
Now batting the first baseman, number 19.
Next up for the Comets, first baseman, Zach Ivanochko. Hit on the ground. Nice play by Tyler Monroe to glove it from his knees. A pick at first base by Alec Ackerman. Good plays by both of those guys on the right side of the infield. 4-3 on the play. No runs on one hit. No errors. One man left on base. 4 innings in the book.
After 4.
1-0 remains our score. Comets got that run in the first inning. That's held up so far as we head to the 5th. 3 innings to go in this scheduled 7-inning contest. Again, a switch in the North Star Athletic Association this year in doubleheader actions. The first game is the 7-inning contest. The second game is the 9-inning. In the 7-inning game, there is no 10-run rule. But if the 7-inning game should go extra innings of 9 or more, then the second game becomes the 7-inning contest. And if the second game is a 9-inning affair, a 10-run rule would apply after 7. One hour of baseball under our belt. We started at 1 o'clock Central Daylight Time. It is now straight up 2 o'clock. 4 innings in the book as the Bruins try to get on the scoreboard. Shortstop C.J. Townsend will lead things off. C.J. flew out to center field his first time up today. Bruin dugout trying to make a little bit of noise to get something going here in the top of the 5th inning. First pitch, called strike one. To the junior from Eugene, Oregon. Chopper foul up the third base side. CJ's brother Brock, part of the Bellevue program this year. A pitcher has joined the squad, so the two brothers getting to play together for 1 year in college. That one's popped straight over the backstop and out of play. Catcher sets up over the outer half. That's where the pitch stays inner half. CJ fouls it up the third base side. Count remains 0-2 on the Bruins shortstop. Top of the order on deck. Breaking ball misses away. Nice job by the catcher Jamison to slide out there to keep it in front. Even with nobody on base, it's good practice. Comet defense playing Townsend straight up. Swung on and missed. The strikeout is the first out of the inning. 1, 2, 3, 4 strikeouts now for Austin McClure.
Number 21, Jake Lacey.
Top of the order for the Bruins. The Bruins' most effective hitter thus far today, Jake Lacey. He's 2 for 2, steps in. First pitch swinging, fouled out of play. Line hard, but that's going to be foul. Lacey just a fuzz ahead of that one. Pulled it up the left field side, but in the count, it just becomes a strike. 0-2. Breaking ball. Fouled straight back once again. Count remains 0-2 on Jake Lacey, the Gillette, Wyoming native. Chase pitch. Jake doesn't chase. The 1-2 on its way. That one's lined hard to left field, but again at a Comet outfielder, but it's off the glove of the left fielder. Jake Lacey will round first base. He'll head to second for his second double of the day. On the play, left fielder Sam Hilgerson was going back. He started out playing very deeply, went back even further, and right about as he hit the warning track, the ball reached his glove. The ball, the glove, and the fence all about the same time. He couldn't pull it in. And so the Bruins, for the 5th consecutive inning, have a runner in scoring position. 1 on, 1 out for catcher Logan Grant. Logan lays off the breaking ball. It's in the zone for a called strike 1. Lays off another breaking ball. This one inside, ball 1. 1-1 to count. Back-to-back breaking balls. Let's see if McClure offers something different on this next pitch. Jamison flashes the sign. McClure comes set. Off the outside edge, now 2-1. Slight advantage to Grant now with a 2-1 count. McClure starts off showing a change-up grip. Then when he comes set, pulls into his glove, he can change it if he wants to. That pitch down in the dirt. No advance possible for Lacey. Again, a nice job by Jamison, the catcher, to keep it in front. So now 3-1. Here's where Grant can be very selective. Look for your favorite pitch and your favorite spot. If not, take it and wait for another. Logan grounds it hard to first base. Evanochko sits on it and steps on the bag for the second out of the inning. Lacey advancing to third on the play. That'll bring up Alec Ackerman. You know, Alec is chomping at the bit to deliver here for the Bruins. He struck out with 2 men in scoring position his last time up, so he would love to atone for that. The NAIA National Player of the Week a couple of weeks or so ago steps in. Chopped but right at the shortstop. Villanueva looks it in. His throw across the diamond is on time. So the Bruins just having difficulty getting guys across the plate. No runs on one hit. There were no errors and one man again left on base. After 4.5, our score remains Mayville State 1, Bellevue nothing. Bellevue has 5 hits on the game, 3 of them off the bat of Jake Lacey. 1 from Logan Grant on an infield hit, and 1 from Anthony Lind. That's it for the Bruin Bats. Still looking for their first run of the game as Dustin Shorey back to the mound to continue his work there. And again, if you'd like to send along a text message, we've heard from a lot of folks so far in the early going of the game. My number is 402-515-7654. Let me know where you are, who you're rooting for. Any tidbits of information that would be nice to know. Moving right along in game number 1 of today's doubleheader. Mayville State tries to get its bats going once again as we head to the bottom of the 5th inning. 1 run on 3 hits so far for the Comets. Left fielder Sam Hilgerson, a strikeout victim his first time up, will lead it off. Dustin Shorey back to work. Breaking ball just misses inside. You probably can't see it on your video screen, but the sun reflecting momentarily off the antenna wire, off the mask of catcher Logan Grant, or not the mask, but the ear of catcher Logan Grant. Pitching coach Sean Malley tells Logan what pitch he wants to call, then he'll flash down the sign. His squats down low as Shorey delivers another breaking ball. This time it hits the inside corner. Now 1-2 the count. We'll give our coaches salute here after this at-bat from Sam Hilgerson. Breaking ball chopped into the hole between third and short. Hilgerson just reached out, got that bat around the pitch, and put it in the hole. Catcher Caleb Jamison next to bat. He's the 8-hole hitter. Let's see if he might be asked to sacrifice bunt. For the Bellevue Bruins, Dwayne Monlux, now in his 14th season, head coach of the Bellevue Bruins. Associate head coach in his 18th year is Mitch Schmidt. Bunt showed, pulls it back, a strike called. Nice play by Ackerman to go up and spear that high throw from Logan Grant. So strike 1 the call. Pitching coach Sean Malley's been with the Bruin program for 17 years, and assistant coach Richie Moore for 14 years. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Again, shows bunt, puts it up the first base side, but it's going to spin foul. Now 0-2 the count. For the Mayville State Comets, Billy Tomlin in his first year as the head coach after a long time Scott Berry tenure as the head guy there at Mayville. Austin Monson is his assistant coach. Let's see if the sacrifice is still on with an 0-2. Throw over to first base. Not in time. Jamison not showing anything at home plate. So we would assume that the bunt is no longer on. Off the outside edge, 1-2 the count. Outside again, 2-2. In other conference action this week, Dakota State is at Valley City. Waldorf is at Dickinson State. Viterbo is idle, as there was an odd number of teams in the conference this year, so each weekend one team does not play or plays outside of conference action. So from 0-2, the count now 3-2. Shorey tried to get Jamison to chase off the plate. He did not do it, so now it's time to get back in the zone. Let's see if the runner, Hilgerson, may be in motion at first. Still nobody out in the inning. He stays put. That one's driven into right center field for a base hit. Anthony Lynn gets to it quickly and gets it in. But back-to-back singles put runners at first, at second, and nobody out. And we'll probably have a courtesy runner for the catcher here. Yes, we do. Two is one of the numbers. Here, I'll be an old man and rant again. Do not have white numbers on a white uniform, because nobody can see it unless you're standing up next. So there's a courtesy runner in the first, whoever he is, as Ricky Marquez, the second baseman, steps up. Most likely he will be sacrificing here. On the wheel play, the throw back to second base. Hilgerson back in time. The Comets have a white number outlined in a light blue on a light blue pinstripe. So we can see the numbers at home plate. They're close by, but once they get out beyond that, it's almost impossible to see unless you've got binoculars, which we do, and we still can't see them. Shorey comes set. The pitch to Marquez. He pulls back. Up and away, ball one. Bruins had every infielder on the move there. Let's see if they keep the same defense. 28, we think, is the courtesy runner. That would be Channing Lenore. Shorey comes set. Again, the Bruin fielders try to throw back behind the lead runner. Sometimes coaches will take off the sacrifice if the batter sees the real wheel play and then just tries to chop it up the middle for a base hit. Let's see what happens here with Marquez. Showing bunt, but fouled back to the net. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. 2 base runners on with nobody out. Mayville State trying to increase their current 1-0 lead, as the Bruin batters have gotten on base in scoring position in every inning, but have yet to plate a teammate across home plate. A long look in for the signal. Bunted back to the mound. Shorey will backhand it. He'll go to first base to retire Marquez. He'll get credit for the sacrifice as Hilgerson advances to third and Lenore to second. Ed Lahotek, Bellevue Athletic Director, joining us. Maybe we'll get him put the microphone on at some point in the game. That rattling sound you hear is Ed shaking his head. I'll get punched for that later. Back to the top of the order for the Comets. Here's third baseman Marcus Hughes. Bruins will play the infield in on the edge of what would be grass if it were real grass. A little flare to the right side. Tyler Monroe able to get back to grab it for a big second out of the inning. So Hughes tried to check his swing but made contact. It almost got into right field but did not. So 2 on, 2 out. And it'll be up to center fielder Carson Lundmark to deliver. Lundmark 1 for 2 today.
Number 7, Carson Lundmark.
Lundmark, the right guy up, and the Bruins recognize that Lundmark is their leading RBI guy, so they will intentionally walk him to load the bases and bring up right fielder Chris Shotbell. So Shotbell, the leading guy in batting average, so you pick your poison there, the top RBI guy versus the top batting average guy. Bruins have a force out at any base on the infield. Here's the pitch from Shorey, a breaking ball. Spins over the heart of the plate for a called strike 1. Shorey changes to a fastball, chop foul. Now 0-2 the count. Dustin ahead. Let's see where he's going to go with this one. Try to get Shotbell to chase something off the plate. Big juncture in the ball game. Breaking ball. Foul back to the net. We'll stay at 0-2. Most of the Comet hits today off Shorey have come off the fastball. Let's see if Dustin again goes off speed. Ahead in the count 0-2. Wide 1-2. Tried to spin a slider there. The 1-2 pitch. Slam foul up the third base side. Bellevue's top pitcher versus Mayville State's top hitter. Both benches trying to shout their encouragement. That pitch misses up. 2-2. Here's the pitch where Dustin wants to make it happen. You don't want to go full count and give all three base runners a running start. On this battle between Dustin Shorey and Chris Shotbell. Breaking ball stays up high and it hits Shotbell on the top of the shoulder. So he will pick up an RBI on the bases loaded hit by pitch. Sam Hilgerson comes across with the second run of the day for Mayville. Lenore going to third and Lundmark to second. And a meeting on the mound with the Bruins infield pitcher and catcher. Just grazed Shotbell, but just enough for home plate umpire Tim Arndt to recognize it and call the HBP. Next up for the Comets, the designated hitter, cleanup hitter, Riley Rankin. Rankin is 2 for 2, a pair of singles in today's contest. Hit in the air to left center field. Stephen Elsner calls for it, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. 1 run on 2 hits. There were no errors and 3 left on base. The Comets able to extend their lead, but they left 3 after 5 complete. Mayville State 2, Bellevue University nothing. Good. Slap the headphones on there. They're right in front of you there.
You're going to make me do this.
That's right. It's good for you. Builds character. Yeah, let's get that twisted. All right. Sing something for... No.
Yeah, you don't want to hear me sing.
Joined now by Bellevue Athletic Director Ed Lahotek, who's enjoying a nice spring day at the ballpark. You've got to be enjoying a nice spring athletic season as well for baseball, softball, track. Golf as well, all pretty successful this spring.
Yeah, we're having a good year. We had a good fall, had a pretty good winter, and spring's coming along nicely. This is, 7-inning game? With,
yes, for game 1.
Mayville up a couple. See, they're starting to play pretty well, I've been told, the last few weeks. So good
Bellevue has 6 outs here to make up a 2-run deficit and take the lead as we go on from here. Give us an update. Many of you know, listening in, Bellevue fans, that the Bruins are building a new athletic field house on campus. It looks like it's now almost fully enclosed.
It's very close to being fully enclosed. We've gotten real lucky, to be honest with you. The weather's been really good. So they've gotten along, I think they're actually ahead of schedule, but we're scheduled to be in there the 1st of March next year.
All right, leading it off in the top of the 6th inning, designated hitter Brendan Luther. Luther 0 for 2 today, wanting to try to get things started for the Bruins. He's nursing a hamstring injury, so if he reaches base, we may see a pinch runner for him, but got to get on base first of all. First pitch from Austin McClure was wide, ball 1. Brendan, the sophomore from Mississauga, Ontario, Canada. Fouled opposite way, 1-1. Oh, hello. McClure almost caught that one with his face on the return throw from the catcher. He wasn't quite paying attention, but everything's okay as he gets back to work. Breaking ball comes in the back door for a called strike. Ed, a former softball coach at Bellevue University. You've got to be very proud of the way the program has gone.
Yeah, Coach Semino's done a great job with the kids, and they're on the road this weekend to Waldorf.
2-2 now.
And then the next 2 weekends, both baseball and softball are home to end up the year, regular season.
Baseball postseason tournament is up in Dickinson State. Where is the softball postseason? Same place, okay.
Yeah, both teams are going up there.
And this will be the final year in the conference for Dickinson State.
No, we have one more year.
Oh, good. All right. That one's lined by Brendan Luther right back through the middle. He went down and got a low pitch to drive it back where it came from. And we'll see if we get a pinch runner coming in here. Brendan's already requesting time. He knows it in advance.
Pinch running for the Bruins, number 12, Bryce Zimmer.
Bryce Zimmer will come on as the pinch runner.
The left fielder.
He had been in earlier as a courtesy runner for the catcher. You're not officially in the game in that capacity, but now Bryce is as the pinch runner. So the Bruins with a good start to the top of the 6th inning. Here's left fielder Steve Elsner. Elsner with 10 home runs on the year. This would be a good spot for number 11.
We'll take it.
What else is going on in the athletic department, Ed, that we should know about? Or
well,
we mentioned the conference just briefly there. Not the last year for Dickinson State, but the conference is losing a couple of members after this year.
We are losing members. We're losing 2. Waldorf is going to the Great Plains Athletic Conference, and Viterbo is going to the Chicagoland Athletic Conference. We have 1 more year left with the schools. Now, what's happened is that Bismarck State.
Getting a run, line hard to left field. That's going to drop all the way to the wall. Here comes Zimmer around third. Dwayne Monlux is waving him home as the throw goes to second base, and the Bruins are on the board. An RBI double by Stephen Elsner scores Bryce Zimmer, and now a 2-1 game. You're good luck.
I know. Hey, what can I tell you? Contract time, see? He knows.
A visit to the mound.
So anyway, we're in a meeting with the 6 schools from the Frontier Conference at the National Convention this past week, and trying to see if we can't work out an arrangement where we could merge with those schools, so we'd be in a conference starting in 25-26. So that's got some potential. So we'll have to keep everybody posted on that as that's going.
And the Frontier Conference, there's a lot of schools in Montana.
Yes, it's all Montana. So, so we can work out a scheduling system that would work for both conferences. It could happen. So we'll know a little bit more in about a month as to what's going to happen with that.
14. Thank you, Bill. All right, a pitching change, which brings the end of the day for starter Austin McClure. He is responsible for 1 run in and the runner on. He cannot lose the game, but he could get the win if the reliever comes on and gets the job done of stopping the Bruins. The relief pitcher is Gunnar Thompson, a 5'10 junior. Gunnar Thompson, the second pitcher of the day.
Number 14, Gunnar Thompson.
And we'll tell you a little bit more about Gunnar Thompson here as soon as I corral these papers here. This is his 16th appearance on the season. He started 1 game, the other appearances in relief. A 2-2 record in 25 and a third innings, a 4.26 earned run average. So would that be in effect, going back to Ed in the Frontier Conference, would that be in effect for the 24-25 year or the year after?
The year after, be 25-26 be the earliest it could happen. So, because we have 1 more year that the North Star will stay intact.
Gotcha. Benefits of doing that would be you'd be in a conference with 10 or more members, 12 members, something like that. So there's benefits for national tournament.
For certain sports, basketball and volleyball would each have 2 automatic qualifiers as opposed to 1. Baseball would still be just 1. Softball would still be 1. And it doesn't really impact golf and cross country and those kind of sports.
Gotcha. Here's Bruin right fielder Anthony Lind. Trying to bunt his way on, but fouls it back to the net. 0-1 the count on Lind. Downside of that, travel probably would be the first thing.
The travel is a lot. The farthest school we go to now is Dickinson State, which is about 11 and a half hours. The closest school to us in Montana is 12 hours.
Ouch.
So, and bus prices have really, we charter for the teams, and bus prices have really gotten high. So we'd probably wind up flying.
Oh.
The basketball and volleyball teams out there. And they have no baseball teams, so we would still have 6 with us.
1-1 pitch. Again, a bunt up the third base. Perfectly placed down by Anthony Lind. The throw to first base is in time. A nice defensive play, charging hard Marcus Hughes to retire Anthony Lind. 5-3 for the first out of the inning. Anthony will get credit for his sacrifice as Steven Elsner advances to third. So the tying run now 90 feet away, and the batter, second baseman Tyler Monroe. Bruins a team that not afraid of bunting, so don't be afraid to look for a possible suicide here as well. Infield comes up from Mayville State. First pitch, fastball on the knees for a called strike 1. Who are some of the schools in Montana that would be part of the Frontier Conference? Putting you on the spot.
Montana Northern, Carroll College, Providence is one. Bill, can you remember some of the, which one? Montana Tech. Montana Western.
And now the umpires are going to have a conference here to the pitch very close to Tyler Monroe. Tyler thought it hit him, was walking on the first base. Home plate umpire Tim Art didn't think it hit him. Now after conferring with Braxton Art, they say nope, no contact. So 1 ball, 1 strike on Tyler Monroe. Tyler trying to elevate the ball over an infielder here, get it out to something in the outfield. Chops that one foul back to the net. Now 1-2. Second batter faced by relief pitcher Gunnar Thompson. on its way, and that's into the outfield for the base hit. Tyler Monroe delivers to tie the score at 2-2 as Steven Elsner trots in from third base. An RBI first by Elsner and now by Tyler Monroe. He'll get some congratulatory fist bumps from Mitch Schmidt. Mitch on crutches today. But still doing his job, the most senior member of the Bellevue coaching staff. He's been around for 16 years. And it looks like we've got pinch hitter for the Bellevue Bruins. Nick Gravel will come on as a pinch hitter for Nick Grade. Gravel, the freshman out of Halifax, Nova Scotia, steps to the plate. Big overhand breaking ball for a called strike one. So one Nick replacing another Nick in the order. Gravel, a .370 hitter. Hit in the air down the right field side. Right fielder near the foul line has plenty of room to make the catch. Chris Shotbell collects it for the second out of the inning. Gravel just got underneath that one a little bit. And so it'll be up to C.J. Townsend, the Bruins shortstop today, to keep the inning alive. Monroe, the runner at first base. Good wheels on Monroe, good wheels on Townsend. Bruins have come back to put up a 2 spot in the inning to tie it at 2-2. Athletic Director Ed Lahotek, the good luck charm for the Bruins in this inning.
Well, I don't know about that, but it's been a good inning so far.
It sounds good that way, so.
Sure.
Bruins on 2 runs on 8 hits. 2 runs on 5 hits for Mayville. Townsend 0 for 2 today. Throw over to first base. May have had Monroe leaning a little bit towards second, but he's back in plenty of time as the throw came in high.
Well, one thing of interest, it looks like we're going to put a new scoreboard in left center field so you can read it.
Cool. Foul tip back to the net. The scoreboard currently in right center field. As you can see, as the day goes on, the red numbers on the red scoreboard with the setting sun.
Yeah.
A little difficult to read after the sun gets to a certain point in the day.
Yeah, and you got old eyes like mine. It's really hard to read.
Yeah, we got a quartet of old eyes up here on this side of the press box today. All the young guys are over there on the right side.
Yeah. Yes, the kids are over there.
That's right. Thompson gets the signal, comes to his set position just above the belt. Runner goes on the breaking ball. It's a called strike 2. The throw is way wide off the mark as Tyler Monroe grabs another stolen base. That's his 3rd stolen base of the season. And the Bruins, again, a runner in scoring position. They've cashed in 2 already in the inning. They'd like to make it a trio. Way wide on the delivery from Thompson. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out. 2 runs in the inning of a 2-2 ball game. We're in the top of the 6th. 2 innings to go to complete this one.
Is that what they call deuces are wild?
There you go. Hit down the left field side near the foul line. Left fielder having trouble finding it initially, but then looks it in to retire the side. Nice job by Sam Hilgerson to stay with that one and make the catch. The Bruins do pick up 2 runs on 3 hits. There were no errors and 1 man left on base after 5.5. Our score now tied, Bellevue 2 and Mayville 2. Thanks again to Ed Lahotek for joining us for that half inning or so, giving us some updates on some of the stuff going on at Bellevue University.
You are most welcome. Good
All right.
seeing you.
Nick Grade will re-enter the game at third base for the Bruins after Nick Gravel came in to pinch hit for him. But we're tied at 2-2 as we head to the bottom of the sixth. Again, Mayville State the home team because this series was originally supposed to be played up in North Dakota. It looks like this year the Bruins will play all 6 of their conference series, 5 of the 6 at John Stella Field at Brown Park. The only road trip in conference this year was last weekend to Waldorf, where they went 3-1. Bellevue trying to keep their good mojo going here at John Stella Field at Brown Park. The Bruins a perfect 11-0 thus far on the year on their home field. Even though this isn't a home game today, it's the home field.
Leading off the shortstop, number 4.
Shortstop Anthony Villanueva will lead things off in the bottom of the 6th inning for Mayville. Let's see how Justin Shorey responds after his teammates get a couple of runs in the last half inning. That one's hit into right center field. That's going to drop for a base hit. Around first on his way to second. The relay is not in time. A hustle double for Anthony Villanueva to lead off the bottom of the 6th inning. Just hit perfectly in between Lacey and Lynn. Lacey able to get there, a strong, quick relay. But good hustle by Villanueva. He's in scoring position for the first baseman, Zach Evanochko. But first, we'll have a timeout as head coach Billy Tomlin will talk with the home plate umpire. Don't know if he's going to have a pinch hitter or a pinch runner, or both, or neither. Number 16, Tanner Boyle, comes out of the dugout with a bat in his hand. It looks like he will be the pinch hitter for Zach Evanochko. Tanner Boyle. Evanochko was 0 for 2, so Boyle, an opportunity to try to advance the base runner from second to third. Shows bunt as the throw goes to second base. C.J. Townsend had to stumble across the runner to make the catch. The reason why that was done was exactly what was shown there. The batter showed bunt, so the Bruins will expect that to happen. Third baseman Nick Grade in on the infield grass, ready to pounce on anything that might come his way. Again, showing bunt, popped up in the air. Somebody grab it. It's Nick Grade who calls for it to make the catch, so that sacrifice attempt goes for naught. And now 1 on and 1 out. And we might have another pinch hitter here. Let's...
Pinch hitting, number 33.
Number 33, the pinch hitter is Michael Ferralio, hitting for Sam Hilgerson. Michael Ferralio, back-to-back pinch hitters for Mayville State. Ferralio, a .219 hitter on the season, stepping in. He'll have the same job, try to advance the base runner or drive him home. Shorey looks the runner at second. Breaking ball in the zone. Nice movement across the horizontal plane there off the slider from the big senior from Chandler, Arizona. Second year in the Bellevue program. Grant, his battery mate, shows a low target. That pitch fouled back to the net, 0-2, Shorey ahead. Strikeout would be big here. Bruins came back to tie it in the top half of this inning. Mayville with single runs in the first and fifth, trying to regain the lead. Shorey steps off the rubber momentarily. Now back on and looking in. Foul out of play, right side over the top of the Bellevue dugout. Shorey slowing down the pace just a little bit to try to make perfect pitches in this situation. The 0-2 delivery on its way. Inside, 1-2. Came close to hitting Ferralio as he didn't get out of the way. He's back in. And we'll have another very critical pitch coming. Popped up to right center field. Who's going to take charge? Anthony Lynn comes charging in, and he'll make the catch. Now 2 outs, and the runner, Villanueva, still at second base.
Now batting the catcher, number 6, Caleb Jamison.
Caleb Jamison, the catcher, will try to keep the inning going for Mayville State. He's 1 for 2 today, a single and a strikeout. Anthony Villanueva got the inning started off with a leg double, but then the next 2 batters popped up on a bunt attempt and then a fly ball to right field. Bruin infielders play a step deeper to try to cover a little bit more territory, keeping the ball on the infield if they can. First pitch hit in the air to right field. That has some pop. Anthony Lynn, however, back to the edge of the warning track, and he will make the catch to retire the side. A couple of glove plays by Lynn in right field get the Bruins out of the jam. No runs on 1 hit. There were no errors and 1 left on base through 6 complete innings of play. Our score, the Bruins 2 and the Comets 2. All right, a couple of more texts in the queue here as we get ready for the final inning, maybe. Shout out to the commentary. Let's go, Ricky. Your dad is watching in Oakland, California. Go Comets. So Ricky, quick look at the roster here to see who Ricky is on there. And thanks for listening on the Bellevue Bruins Sports Network this afternoon. Let's go Bruins from the Williams family down in Missouri. That's Tehran's family. Let's get those bats going, and God bless. Thanks again for joining us, as always, on the Bellevue Bruins Sports Network. Thank you. All right, Mayville State will re-enter the left fielder, Sam Hilgerson, and the first baseman, Zach Evanochko, after they were pinch hit for in the last half inning. Gunnar Thompson back to the hill. The game is now his to win or lose, as is the same situation for Bruins starting pitcher Dustin Shorey. Shorey has worked 6 complete innings of play, has given up 6 hits, and has struck out 4. All 4 of them coming consecutively in the second and third innings. Top of the order for the Bruins, Jake Lacey, a perfect 3 for 3 today, a single and a pair of doubles.
Leading off for the Bruins, the center fielder, number 21, Jake Lacey.
Slightly open batting stance for Lacey as he gets the pitch from Thompson. Overhand breaking ball for a called strike 1. Thompson looks in, gets the signal. Another breaking ball. That one's hammered, but ahead by Lacey up near the entrance gate to John Stella Field. Lacey, a second-year Bellevue Bruin. Lays off that pitch wisely as it's in the dirt. Miles Community College is where Jake started his college career before coming to Bellevue. Way wide, 2-2. Two runs on 8 hits for Bellevue, 2 runs on 6 hits for Mayville. Singletons in the 1st and 5th for the Comets, a 2 spot in the 6th for Bellevue. Lacey hammers that one to left. Hilgerson, however, a couple of steps to his left. He'll haul it in, so hit like a bullet. But the outfielder Hilgerson able to make the play for the first out of the inning. Logan Grant next up for the Bruins. Logan is 1 for 3. He's pulled all 3 times today, including twice to first baseman Zach Ivanochko. Strike 1 call to start off this at-bat. One and one as that pitch bounces in the opposite batter's box. Logan wearing number 15 today instead of his normal number 10. A couple of his jerseys and some of his equipment was gobbled up by the airport baggage handling machine on the trip to Florida. That one's hit in the air to center field. Another chance for a Comet outfielder to make the play. Goes off the glove of the center fielder, having some difficulty with the sun. Grant running hard right out of the box. He's going to try to go all the way. The relay comes in. It's off the mark, and Logan Grant goes 360 feet. We're going to score that an E8, not an inside the park home run for Grant. A tough play by center fielder Carson Lundmark. Had the glove up trying to shield the sun. We talked about the sun fields earlier in the game. And Lundmark couldn't collect it. And the next thing you know, Logan Grant is across home plate.
Number 16, Alec Ackerman.
The Bruins lead it 3-2. Alec Ackerman first pitch swinging down the third base line. That's off the glove of the third baseman Marcus Hughes. That'll be an infield single as Ackerman reaches his first hit of today's game. So Lundmark, the center fielder, is still kind of hunched over in center field. Kind of a shame he didn't make that play, but he was battling the sun all the way. You could see it shining off his glasses, trying to shield his glove.
Now batting the designated hitter, number 12, Bryce Zimmer.
Here's Bryce Zimmer, who's taken over as the designated hitter when he came on as a pinch runner for Brendan Luther. And we've got Takumi Maeno as the pinch runner at first base for Alec Ackerman. Takumi, a base-stealing threat, and the pitcher Thompson knows that. The throw over there. Takumi back in plenty of time. Here's Zimmer, awaiting his first pitch from Thompson. Bounced up. Ball 1. Bryce, the junior from Creighton, Nebraska. Looks down at head coach Dwayne Monlux, who runs through a series of signs. Maeno on the run, on the hit and run. It's foul out of play. Takumi has 8 stolen bases on the year. The sophomore from Fukuoka, Japan. Another throw over there. So Logan Grant won't get credit for an inside the park home run, but he will get accolades for running hard out of the box all the way to score on that fly ball. Another throw, that's a little closer play, but Maeno back with the hand, head first dive. Runner goes. Line hard, it's going to be a double play. However, sometimes you live by the hit and run, and sometimes you die by the hit and run. Lined hard, but right at the shortstop, Anthony Villanueva, who turns it into a 6-3 double play. The Bruins do pick up one run on one hit. There were no errors and nobody left on base as we head to the bottom of the 7th inning.
Bellevue 3, Mayville
Last chance for the Mayville Comets. Dustin Shorey back to the mound for the Bruins, trying to get the win and complete game. Action in the bullpen should it be needed, but it looks like Dustin Shorey is going to be given the opportunity to lock this one down for the Bruins. Dustin will be looking at the 9-1-2 spots in the Mayville order. Alec Ackerman re-enters the game for the Bruins to play first base. He has a nail-biter game one of this 4-game series between the Bruins and Mayville State. Game number 2 will begin about 30 minutes after the conclusion of game number 1. We'll have that for you as well on the Bellevue Bruins Sports Network. Leading off the bottom of the 7th inning for the Comets of Mayville State, second baseman Ricky Marquez. Marquez, a strikeout and a sacrifice. His 2 previous plate appearances. Bruins going to try everything they can to keep the leading lady off the bags. Here's the first pitch from Shorey. Fastball, a little chopper up the third base line. That'll go foul. Home plate umpire Tim Arp showing off an arm there on his delivery to Dustin. Tim, a former student of mine back in the day.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Gross High grad.
Nice.
Here's the 0-1. Low and away, 1-1 the count. The 1-1 delivery. Another breaking ball down the zone. Now 1-2. Wind picking up ever so slightly, but not a big factor. Start of the game, it was officially at 8 miles per hour out of the northwest. And Marquez can hold up on the swing, and that's the 5th strikeout of the game for Dustin Shorey. Had 4 consecutive strikeouts back in the 2nd and 3rd. This is the first K since then. And it'll take Mayville back to the top of the order. Third baseman, Marcus Hughes. Hughes 0 for 2. He reached base to start the game on a hit by pitch. Came around to score the first run from Mayville back in the 1st inning. First pitch fastball. That's in the zone. Strike 1 called. The 6'5" senior comes set. Breaking ball misses low and away. 1-1 the count. Hughes right up on the edge of that batter's box, trying to take away the inside part of the plate if the ball does come in there, to take one off the body to be a base runner. 2 balls, 1 strike to count on Hughes. Top of the zone for a called strike 2, 2-2. Both benches trying to shout their encouragement to their teammates, either on the hill or in the box. Grant gets way down low. The pitch can't quite hold on to it. Stays alive on the foul tip. We'll do the 2-2 count over again. Hughes awaits. Shorey delivers. Little chopper to third base. Nick Grade on the two-hopper. Make sure the grip. Alec Ackerman on the backhanded grab. 5-3 on the play for the second out of the inning. The Bruins 1 out away from winning this one in a pitcher's duel between Dustin Shorey and mostly Austin McClure. McClure got tired in the 6th inning.
Now batting the center fielder, number 7.
Pitchers of record right now are Dustin Shorey and reliever Gunnar Thompson for Mayville. As Carson Lundmark steps to the plate, center fielder would like to atone for the misplay that led to the Bruins' 3rd run. Ball 1 the count. 1 for 2, a walk and a single for Lundmark. Down low again, 2-0. Last chance for the Comets. Hit in the air to center field. Jake Lacey to his right, puts a glove up to shield against the sun. He'll make the catch and then falls to the ground as he wanted to secure it. That will retire the side, and the Bellevue Bruins come away with a 3-2 victory over the Mayville University Comets. A strong pitching performance by Dustin Shorey, allowing only 6 hits, striking out 5.
7 runners on base.
With the victory, the Bellevue Bruins are now 27-11 overall, 12-1 in conference play. With the loss, Mayville State drops to 11-29, 6-10 in conference play as the 3 outfielders trot in to join their teammates for some handshakes and fist bumps as the Bruins win game number 1 of this 4-game set. 3 runs on 9 hits. There were no errors for the Bruins. 2 runs on 6 hits and 1 big error that led to the deciding run for Mayville State. All right, we hope you enjoyed game number 1. We've got another one for you today, 2 more for you tomorrow. Thanks to all the guys working behind the scenes once again, and thanks to all of you for listening in. Game number 2 will begin in approximately 30 minutes. It's just about 3 o'clock now, so come on back about 3:30, and we'll have game number 2 of today's doubleheader between the Bruins and the Comets. For now, Mick Krupski signing off on the Bellevue Bruins Sports Network.